true. Even when the winds blow cold, my home is there for you. To me, every guest is the best. So be my guest, be my guest. Whatever be your grace, I'm here to help you do it. So be my guest, be my guest. Do your best and take a risk. I'm here to help you do it. So be my guest.
Hyvää perjantai-iltapäivää Turusta. Näin teidät toivotettiin tervetulleeksi 55. jääkiekkoilun maailmanmestaruuskilpailuihin. 4. kerranhan pelataan nyt Suomessa. Ensimmäisen kerran 65 jääkiekkogladiaattorit ottivat yhteen maailmanmestaruudesta Tampereella. 74 pelattiin sitten Helsingissä, 82 Helsingissä ja Tampereella. Ja nyt vuonna 1991 jääkiekkoilun maailmanmestaruuskisojen päänäyttämö on upouusi Turku-halli. Me yhdessä Hannu Aravirran kanssa selostamme avausottelua täältä Turusta. Hannu Aravirtahan on Jyväskylän hokitiimin valmentaja ja häneltä on 2 pelaajaa heti tässä avausottelussakin mukana. Ei tosin Suomen joukkueessa, mutta Suomen vastustajissa. Sieltä puolustaja numero 3 Leo Kudas pelasi viime kaudella Jyväskylässä. Tasavallan presidentti Mauno Koivisto tulee avaamaan nämä kisat ja siellä hänen takanaan näkyy kansainvälisen jääkiekkoliiton presidentti Günter Sapetski ja hänen vieressään oli Suomen jääkiekkoliiton presidentti Kai Hietarinta. Tässä ennen avausottelua on avajaiset ja junioriluistelijat tuovat osallistuvien maiden liput jäälle. Sen verran vielä palataan nyt sitten tuohon toiseen jyväskyläläispelaajaan, joka tuossa Tśekkoslovakian joukkueessa pelaa. Hänhän on Jirsi Doletsal. Leo Kudasin numero on 3 ja Doletsal on 15, mutta Hannu Aravirta tulee sitten tuossa ottelun kuluessa kertomaan näistä miehistä ja heidän otteistaan vähän enemmänkin. Turku-halli ei vielä tällä hetkellä ole aivan täysi, vaikka ottelu on loppuun myyty, mutta tietysti kun ensimmäisestä pelistä on kysymys, niin ihmiset ovat lähteneet vähän myöhään liikkeelle ja tuolla hallin ulkopuolella on vielä pitkät jonot odottelemassa sisään pääsyä. Mutta varmasti silloin kun peli täällä alkaa kello 15, halli on sitten täynnä ja tässähän on kysymyksessä erittäin tärkeä ottelu Suomen kannalta.
Spectators, Kansainvalisten, Jääkiekkoliiton puolesta lausun teidät kaikki sydämellisesti tervetulleeksi 4. Suomessa järjestettäviin jääkiekon maailmanmestaruuskisoihin.
Ja arvaatte, että tohtori Günter Sapetskia kuulette myöskin. Saa todella raikuvat suosionosoitukset suomalaiskatsomolta, pääosin suomalaiskatsomolta tuosta suomenkielisestä puheestaan.
Tasavallan presidentti avaa jääkiekon maailmanmestaruuskisat 1991. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of Finland will open the World Championships in ice hockey 1991.
Julistan jääkiekkoilun MM-kisat 1991 avatuiksi. hereby declare the 1991 World Championship in Ice Hockey Pool A open.
Oli MM-tasolla Suomelle kautta aikain vasta 4. Ensimmäinen erä oli maaliton. Toisessa erässä Suomi sai mahtavan prässin ja 1-0 johto tuli ylivoimamaalilla. Jari Kurri ja Ville Sireen syöttivät ja Mika Nieminen ohjasi 1-0. Oliko kuvio harjoiteltu?
No sitten aina yleensä tehdään kyllä toiselta puolelta, että nyt se tuli vähän niin kuin väärältä puolelta.
Sireen antoi hienon syötön ja sä nousit sieltä pystystä ja panit sinne nurkkaan.
No en mä paljon sinne, mutta ennen kuin laitoin mailan eteen, että se oli niin loistava passi.
Onko elämäsi tärkein maali toistaiseksi?
Luultavasti.
Kolmannessa erässä kesken Tśekkoslovakian painostuksen Suomi sai kiekon omassa päädyssään, Teemu Selänteen nopea pystysyöttö ja Esa Keskinen nousi röyhkeästi keskelle iskien maalivahdin jalkojen välistä voittoluvuiksi 2-0. Näitkö, että maalivahdin jalat olivat harallaan?
No kyllä en mä siinä tilanteessa nähnyt. Mä ajattelin, että jos mä vedän liikkuvasta, mä itse liikun sivunpäin ja vedän keskelle maalia, niin mä ajattelin, että se voi mennä sinne se meni.
Ja se oli varmaan makea maali.
Oli se yksi uran.
Experience. Lindford's been there. Ketterer, 3 good goaltenders. Numanen's been in the NHL. Henriksson, Lume, who's also been in the NHL. Rutinen, all these guys. Siren has been in the NHL. They know what to do. They're big, they're hard hitters, good playmakers.
Very solid defensively. Good goaltending. Up front, they've got a lot of class. Järvenpää, you've heard that name before. Järvinen. Jari Kurri, of course, one of the masters of ice hockey.
And Peltoma, Suominen, they all can do the job. But the Finns have been unlucky. As I said in the run-up to the opening of this game, they haven't been able to capture a medal. Perhaps this will be the year. Tulosruutu, of course, we've heard about him. Turkinen, they've all been around. Can they perform in this tournament?
Well, as you said, they've had bad luck. They're a team that never seems to be able to finish it off. They're always in there at every game. They always play everybody tough. This might be their year.
For my money, Petra Brise, Svoboda, good goaltenders. Hasek, of course, just been knocked out of the playoffs with the Chicago Blackhawks. It'll be interesting to see if he's back. Leo Gudas, Reznicek, Serban, one of my favorite defensemen. Petro Rosso, it's good to see him back on the side. I remember picking him 2 years ago to be a big star. He went off to Italy for a while, put his head in the sand, but he's back now, seriously looking to play hockey.
Absolutely. A lot of talent up front. Zemlika, Lubina, Kolnick. These guys can all put the puck in the net. Robert Reichel, good one to have back. The star, one of the stars from last year, played with Calgary this year. Robert Hollick, of course, saw action with the Hartford Whalers. The Czechs are happy to have them back in the lineup.
Will have his work cut out for him. A lot of the fans are expecting him to go for gold this year, so the pressure really is on him. As we look at the live pictures now from Finland, Jari Kurri in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. This guy has been around, as you said, he's a real master, isn't he? He's played with the best.
Absolutely. Wayne Gretzky, teammate for years. There's an interesting story floating around the NHL that he will not be going back to Italy. There's big talk that there'll be a massive trade going on, and he'll either be with Steve Yzerman in Detroit next year, or there's going to be a big deal to try and get him to go to Los Angeles Kings and play with Gretzky again.
Jyrki Luma is back from the Canucks, and of course, Tulosruutu from the Buffalo Sabres, 27-year-old star of the Sabres, knocked out of the playoffs, and the Finns will be wearing their familiar white and blue jerseys as they get set for this opening face-off. Ketterer, number 30, gets the tap on the pads from Tako. TPS Turku goalie there, 23 years old at the other end of the rink. Number 1, as expected, Petra Brise. Brise, so talented, often overlooked when Dominik Hasek was around, but Hasek just out of the picture right now in Chicago. And so Brise gets us a chance to start. Lynch, the Canadian referee, will look after this one. So it's Finland against Czechoslovakia, the Group A tournament. The World Championships coming to you from Finland. Playing from right to left are the Finns. And that goes deep into Finnish territory. And the fans will get right behind the Finns right from the very outset of this game. And watch for precision passing from both teams as Jari Kurri gets his first touch. Kurri takes it in over the blue and taps it forward. The Czechs will look for the quick break. They love to thread the eye of the needle as that pops forward now. Coming up, Slegger passing that forward, the shot. Second as he finds himself back on the ice. Keskinen doing a good job out there. It's starting to get physical in the corners as the Czechs take the pressure to the other end of the rink.
Well, good job by the Czechs. They wanted to get a change. There you see the players heading to the bench. Fresh legs.
Henriksen fires it in as far as the blue. And Czechoslovakia maintain possession of that, bringing it forward into the neutral zone. That bobbles off a stick. Henriksen shadows Reichel, but the whistle blows and we'll have a face-off. Ball is there to bat it down. Peltema lost control of it, and that's pumped forward by Dolezal. Tupal now on the backhand side. Tupal slams on the brakes, bounces it off the boards and gets it behind the goal. The Czechs are buzzing all around. The chance for the shot perhaps from the point. Not a good effort there from Sleger as he tried to get it on the forehand shot. This time the backhand shot comes from Musil, František Musil, and that's wide of the net. Sleger keeps it in. Tupal loses control and Finland bring it out. A good interception by Dolezal. Right in front, the shot. The save is there. Ketterer came way out of his goal, cut down the angle, and that was appreciated. Nicek got a piece of that, and that eventually is stopped by the linesman in the neutral zone, Srbin. The rink-wide pass over to Reznicek. The long shot. Ketterer steers that into the corner, and Berta tries to bring it along the boards. The Finns using the complete ice surface out there. Forechecking from Nieminen. Smashes his man into the boards, and there's the indication from the official. Cross-checking is the call. Nieminen just a bit too aggressive. Gudas looking for the return pass. He gets it, winds up, takes the shot. That's kicked away. Gets as far as the top of the circle. Curry shoots that down the ice, and Gudas will go back once again. Leo Gudas spends a lot of time on the ice, finds himself on the power plays, killing off penalties as that's delivered to Kuchera. Reichel taps it forward, intended for Sleger. The long pass up on the wing, Dolana. And Ketterer makes that look easy. Bounces deep, and the Finns now take control. Tumisto taken out of the play. Play is allowed to continue, much to the displeasure of the Finnish fans. That shot is wide as number 23, Dolana, put his hands up as if to celebrate. He thought it went in the net. But Medrick steered easily by Ketterer. 5 seconds on the penalty. That's right in front. Cleared away at the last minute by Numminen. The Finns back at full strength now. The Czechs still with the pressure on. Dolezal. Dolezal in the corner, running out of places to go. He held on to it too long, and the Finns break. Flipped up onto the right wing. Jutila behind the goal. That's right in front. The loose puck is there. Oh, and that trickled right in front of the open goal. The loose puck is still there. Suominen banged away at it, and he couldn't put it in the open net. Ruutu again hanging on to that, takes the shot from a sharp angle. Srbin will come to it and pick it up. Peltema drops it back to the D, but that's intercepted. The long shot, Ketterer squeezes that one from Robert Hollick and puts it away. The Czechs pick up the loose puck. That's still not away, but this time the Finns bring it out of the zone. Finland, both teams trying to get a change on the fly. Ruutu trying something fancy, was poke checked just inside the blue line as Robert Hollick brings it up. Hollick is spun out of the play. Ketterer has trouble with that one, but there's no one there to pick up the rebound. Kivella was looking for that pass, it didn't come. Knocked down at the blue line, and the Finns coming back in force. Looking for the pass to Curry. Järvenpää tried to get it out front. That was intercepted nicely, and the Czechs are breaking down these passes as Petr Russell takes on his man. Järvenpää tapping that forward. Curry slams on the brakes and backhands it into Brise. Gudas along the boards. Again, it's kept in, and Gudas picks it up. Schlegger. That was Briza. Salon had the break there.
I'm sure he's told the boys well ahead of time, let's shut them down and do our job defensively, and that's just what they're doing.
The face-off in Finnish territory, as that comes back to the point, the long shot. Musil getting the wood to that, but nowhere near the net as that's tipped out into the neutral zone. Intended there for Peltoma, knocked off his stick. Lubina gets that to the far side. Musil goes after it. And eventually Henriksen will pick it up for Finland as he gets it up along the hash marks. The Czechs getting away with that trip there as that trickles into Ketterer. Finland now back on the attack. Ruutu, the long pass intercepted nicely. Lubina gets it right out front. The shot, the rebound. Volek got a piece of that. And again, Ketterer had to be sharp. The Czechs have had more shots on goal here in the first period. Petr Rosol, nice little pass, a bit too hard for Lubina on the far side as the Finns now come back on the attack. Kivela goes into the corner against Gudas. Zemlichka getting away from Kivela, gets it up on the hash marks. The return pass, Russell couldn't see it, that went all the way down. Zemlichka is tied up, taken out of the play. Still no score here in the first period. Luma brings it forward. The Finns now with so many men forward, that shot batted down at the blue line. Russell will try his luck on the right wing. Russell going after the right wing, or going after the puck on the right wing as he had a stick between his legs. Not an easy thing to do.
Good defensive play. The Finn just stood him up, stayed right in his face. No place for him to go.
Period. Utila firing that into Czechoslovakian territory. It's still kept in. Coming deep, Musil dropping it back. The long shot wide of the target again, and how many times have I said that? The Czechs, maybe between periods in the dressing room, will take some shooting practice. Numanen squeezing his man, Tupal along the boards, keeping him out of the play, and that goes deep. Plays with Tempera, getting set for that face-off. That trickles to the top of the circle and eventually out of the zone. Pushed in by Medrick. The Czechs still onside as that goes out now. Peltoma looking to get a shot away as we have 8 seconds on the clock. That's right in front, it's right in the skate. It's still away. Ruutu was right there with 1 second. There goes the buzzer. Another opportunity goes begging for the Finns. They've had 2 opportunities with the puck right in the goal crease and couldn't capitalize. Czechoslovakia 0, Finland 0. The Finns breaking down the right side with Jyrki Luma. Luma spun out of the play. Reznicek taking his man out, eventually goes after him again. And we'll have a face-off this time in Czechoslovakian territory. Teams getting fresh legs out there about every 30, 40 seconds. They really don't want to go much longer than that. Not when they're playing at this pace. The Finns would love something magical in this competition. They really haven't won anything since they started. And it would be nice to pick up your first medal in front of your home crowd. That's the kind of thing they're gunning for right now as Mikkoninen loses that draw. And the Czechs with the long pass whizzing by Jari Kurri goes all the way down the ice, and icing again is the call.
Well, of course, Lynch asserting himself. Good call, holding. You can clearly see that one. Number 9, his second penalty of the game. Slager working his way to the penalty box. Puts a grab on the player behind the net, spins him around. Cameraman's behind the glass right on it. Lynch is on the side of it. He's right on top of it.
So Slager will be in the box for 2 minutes, and the power play goes to Finland. Nieminen loses the draw again, but it eventually is tipped out as far as the blue line, and the Finns keep it in the zone. Back to the blue line with Luma. Number 9, Siren, is over on this side. Right in front, the tip. Järvenpää was right there.
In front of him, the Finns are going to try and force that play to the front of the goal.
Nieminen will try his luck again, and this time he wins at the shot, wide of the target. Coming from Siren. Tap back into the zone by Järvenpää. Siren tries to bat it down and keep it out, but the Czechs break now. Kuchera going in, his shot takes a deflection, ends up in the crowds, and that'll be a souvenir for someone here in Finland.
Good defensive play. Hannu Virta just standing him up. Kuchera can be so dangerous in the one-on-one situations.
The Finnish team going in, and that is Dolezal bringing his man down. Salan was breaking down the right-hand side, and listen to the reaction from that crowd. They thought that should have been a penalty.
Well, they were desperately trying to call that one for the referee, but to no avail. Their whistles are not his whistle. His is the one that counts.
Uttila again pumps it forward. Keskinen on the backhand side, trying to get it out front. Back along the boards, picked up along by Numminen. Numminen tapping that forward. Keskinen is there. The Czechs maintaining that box. Numminen takes the shot, it trickles through. Breeza lost it, now he gets a glove on it. Suominen is mixing it up right in front of the goal. That can be dangerous. That shot over the boards, and we'll have another face-off.
That was a very quick souvenir for somebody.
That's not the kind of thing a spectator likes to see. It's bad enough when you're a goaltender and you see that thing coming at you at close to 100 miles an hour, but when you're a spectator innocently eating your popcorn and sipping on your beer, hey, good night. Uttila pumps that in along the boards. Salan gets it to the far side. Numminen, Salan hangs on to that, and it's still passed around by Finland. They've got the man advantage. You can see everyone is calling for it. Numminen to the far side, the shot! Tipped away with 9 seconds on the penalty. Keskinen slows it down, takes it into the circle. Numminen gives it back to Keskinen. The shot comes, and that takes a deflection. The Czechs are back at full strength, and perhaps the Finns took too long on the puck. Well, it was interesting when Lynch went over to the penalty box, the timekeeper said, hey, which team, left or right? Let's see if we can pick this up. It's Russell right in front of the goal. Gets it for high sticking. It's something that was off the run of play, and Russell thought for a moment that he got away with that.
Oh, he sure did. Christian Ruutu was starting to go out of the circle toward the box himself because Lynch was right in his face when he made the call.
Well, I think everybody thought it was going the other way, but Russell will sit for 2, and the Finns again will have the man advantage. Siren gets it over to the far side. Finland now breaking. Offside, the call right on the blue line. One too many white shirts trying to change direction as Virta talks it over with Jari Kurri to see what went wrong.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. With Curry out there, they may work the puck low, let him handle it. He's such a heady playmaker, he'll probably do the right things down low. The previous power play, Matikainen's men were all trying to work it out to the blue line and take the long shot and look for tip-ins. Could be a change of strategy here.
Nieminen gets it over to the far side. The Finns now on the backhand side is number 9, Siren getting it behind the goal. Comes all the way back to Jari Kurri. Jari Kurri getting it over to the hash marks. Kurri changing positions there with Vilsiren. Kurri. All 5 players pushing forward. Siren takes the shot. It's in the net! Breeza saying, hey, I didn't see anything at all. Possibly there was a tip on it, but these guys don't care. They're celebrating. That's number 1 for Finland.
Well, good puck movement. The Finns shot quicker this time. They didn't wait too long. I'm sure Matty Kanan had a word because of the last power play they had. From the point, number 9 with a big shot. Saren just directs it. You can see it coming toward the goal. There's bodies in front. Great tip. You can see the goal very clearly. Breeza didn't have a chance.
So Finland 1, Czechoslovakia 0. And everyone focuses on Mika Nieminen, who plays for Tampere, a 25-year-old star for the Finnish side. And they're going to love that.
The forwards are really on the forecheck, pressing hard, not letting the Czechs break out.
Dolezal takes his man out of the play, but the Finns come up with the puck. Suminen dropping it off. Numminen now on the backhand side, puts it behind the goal to Suminen. Keskinen to Suminen. They're all around that net. And Richard, we can see that they're setting up a pattern here. They got a man behind the goal. They're setting up the triangle, trying to work it from one side to the other and then behind the goal.
Absolutely, but we're even situation here. The Czechs seem to be standing around. They're going to have to move. They're not short-handed, but they're playing that way at the moment.
Hannu Henriksson, a rink-wide pass. Both teams trying to get the quick change as that comes out into the neutral zone. Just a clearance to get the teams out on the ice. Fresh legs as Bullock is dumped in the neutral zone. Bullock this time tries to pick it up. Play allowed to continue as Henriksson flips it into Czechoslovakian territory. A shot by Block running into trouble with Curry, I was about to say, in the neutral zone. Block got a tip of that one, but Ketterer came out to make the save. Siren has a go at Kuchera.
Well, as we said, they all know Kuchera. He plays in Finland. Good job by Ketterer to come up with the save. That was a 3-on-1. Bit unfortunate for the Finns as Järvenpää and Nieminen had collided with each other at the blue line.
Musil will go after Suminen. Salon is there. He's got Keskinen. This line has worked wonders. Tap back to the blue line. It's kept in by Finland. And the pressure now on the Czechoslovakian goal. Musil tried to manhandle Suminen out of the play. Suminen eventually picks it up on the hash marks. Keskinen is there. He takes a chop from behind, but still hangs on to the play. Musil being spun around. Can't get a handle on the puck. Salon gets it right across the goal. It's there. And Breeza comes up with it and looks up into the lights and said, what is going on around here? Where has everyone gone?
Starting to feel sorry for Raimo Suminen, though. He's been in front of that goal 3 or 4 times. There he is coming off the ice. It's going to have to be getting to him. He's going to see some of these chances in his sleep tonight. Once again, the forechecking of the Finns paying off. They're all over the Czech defense. Suminen camped out in front of that goal, just can't seem to put one behind Breeza.
Gets it right in front. Suminen can't get the hand line, takes the shot. And how many times has that guy had the puck right in front of the net?
I keep feeling sorrier for him every time he comes out. He's got to get a goal eventually. Somebody's going to be trying to buy him one.
Numminen in Italy. I think a lot of the fans were expecting more from him, but this game is not over. The shot, number 16, getting a piece of it. Järvenpää. Nieminen set him up, but Breeza made it look easy.
Well, the Czechs seem to be skating better, but they can't leave the zone until they know the pass is on somebody's stick and they're off and running together. They all seem to fly out of the zone. One man back, tries to make the long pass. That can burn you. Good anticipation by Nieminen. Cut the pass off. Fed Järvenpää. Got a good shot off. They can be dangerous situations. The Czechs are going to have to be careful.
Lynch telling the Finns that they should get themselves organized in this face-off circle. Some discussion as to who exactly is going to take this face-off. Siren taps it into Curry. Järvenpää. Nieminen. Järvenpää. Oh, some great moves there. That's right out front. Curry is there and he takes a swipe at it. Just wasn't far enough to get the stick on it. Russell is brought down. Virta is complaining like mad. He just can't believe that that is a penalty.
Well, you can see Virta's reaction to that. He's the captain of the team, not overly enthused with that call. There you can see Russell, he's on the break. Stick does get between the legs, near the skates. It's a good move by Russell, that shows his experience. Take the dive even if you don't have to. The stick was there. Lynch has got to make a call one way or the other. It's probably not a bad call.
Power play situation now for Czechoslovakia. Ruutu will take the face-off. Kuchera will be there for Czechoslovakia. Anxious moments for the Finnish fans as that trickles out and Slegger goes deep into his own territory. The return pass to number 9. Slegger along the boards now to Vlach. He drops it off. Kuchera to Vlach. Kuchera tapping it back to the blue line. What a great power play so far from Czechoslovakia as Numminen bounces that off the boards down the ice. They really didn't set themselves up in that zone, and the Finns took advantage of it. Tuomisto, who finds himself out there regularly to kill off penalties, is doing a great job on the boards. Musil, back of the blue line, gives that one to Vlach, and Kuchera picks it up off the skate and tipped away again with 1:06 remaining on the penalty. Jarvenpa went deep, but Briza beat him to it. Kuchera, who's been out there for well over a minute, loses control at the blue line, and the Finns slowly tap it down the ice. Both teams getting a change of personnel as Lubina takes it into his own zone and starts to bring it out. Lubina. Vlach going in on the backhand side. He's got Lubina. Musil takes the shot wide of the target. The rebound comes out. Czechoslovakia setting it up slowly now. The box is there for Finland. František Musil pumps it into the hash marks. Lubina. Vlach. The shot. High and over the net, and that goes all the way down into Czechoslovakian territory.
Well, the supporters say it all. They're doing a good job killing it off so far.
Ruutu running interference on Hollick with 6 seconds now. Volek trying his best to be the first to that puck, but Ruutunen was there, and he shoots it all the way down the ice. Both teams are back at full strength. Good effort there by Finland to kill off that penalty. Icing is the call.
Well, Neves Lee, you can see, is not too impressed with the power play he just saw his team put on. They've got a long way to go. They need a goal badly. That was a prime opportunity to pull one back. Some good extra effort out there from Jarvenpa on the penalty kill, though. An excellent job from him.
I've often criticized the Czech power play because they've taken too long. The shot is on Ketter. They've taken too long to set it up before they get the shot away, but right now they're not even setting it up. Briza off the boards. Dolezal tipping that forward. Reichel tries to get it out front, intercepted nicely by Numminen. And that's lazily punched into the neutral zone. Medrick goes deep. Keskinen brings it right in for scores! Richard, we said that this guy was one of the key forecheckers on the team, and there you have it. He's in the right place at the right time. Let's look at this again.
Well, it all comes down to a team sport and a team effort. Raimo Suominen has had many opportunities and hasn't been able to put one away. He creates this by putting pressure on. A lazy pass off the boards from the Czech defenseman goes right to Keskinen. Cuts in sharply, makes a great move, keeps the puck low. Briza's coming across, not settled for the shot. It's by him for a goal. That's got to be a big one for the Finns.
This place has gone wild, it really has. This is the kind of thing they came to see. Well, I thought for a moment the Czechs were back in the game. They had hit the post. They were doing everything but putting the puck in the putting the puck in the net. But the Finns have struck here in the third period. They lead by 2-0. Henriksen to the far side. Jari Kurri gets that out into the neutral zone. Schläger picks it up, takes the long shot. Offside is the call. And right now the Czechs are in trouble.
They're scrambling. They don't seem very sure of themselves. They're not getting the quality shots that they were. And this goal seems to have fired up not only this crowd, but more importantly, the Finnish team. They're playing with all kinds of confidence. Matti Kainen on the bench never changes his expression. He's done a good job with this team.
Czechoslovakia working that into the zone with Vlach. Musil now tying it up along the boards, pushing that one free. And you can see how many white shirts are in that neutral zone as number 20 Vlach goes in there, tries to get it out to Kuchera. Intercepted right on the circle. Suominen gets it over. Some good stuff from this line. Kivela is waiting out front. Some rough stuff along the boards. Kivela eventually scoots that around the back of the net, but Schläger picks it up for Czechoslovakia. The break now with Kuchera trying to get a handle on it, and he just couldn't reach the puck. Luma up onto the right wing. The shot. Brise makes it look so easy when he grabs that puck out of the air with that glove. He really has an excellent glove hand.
Raimo Suominen still going at it up and down the ice. The game really has opened up. It's wide open. Here you see Suominen coming down. He's on his off wing. Still snaps a pretty strong forehand wrist shot off there. Brise with a good glove save.
Kurri waiting for that rebound right in front that didn't come. 12:04 gone in the final period. Some good forechecking from the Finns. How many times have I said that? That's been the key to their success so far. Virta. Kurri. Not a good clearance from him. Bounces back. Number 16, Järvenpää, being tied up along the boards. Play getting a little sloppy along this side of the rink. Virta. Out over the hash marks. Flips that into the neutral zone. And Czechoslovakia happy to dump it back in. Sirend squeezing his man out of the play. The Finns now bringing it back. Every time they touch the puck, there's a roar from the crowd. Kurri along the hash marks is taken out of the play. Volek giving it up along the boards. Hollick pushes that behind. Looking for number 15 right out front. Dolezal, the pass didn't come. Gudas takes a swipe at it and misses it completely. Right in front, eventually number 6 there, Medrick got a skate to it. Russell picks it up now and starts to move forward. Russell gets up ahead of steam. Russell all on his own, slams on the brakes, looking for someone to pass to, looking for Reichel, and they just couldn't connect. Some good stuff by Russell as he's trying to get his team back into the game. Russell this time gets it right out front. That's picked up by Gudas. Gudas. Reichel is slammed to the ice. Right out front is Dolezal, and he couldn't get a handle on it. Keskinen punches that forward, and some rough stuff right in front of the timekeeper's bench as play picks up. Play allowed to continue. The fans calling for a penalty. It doesn't come as Medrick gets it into the neutral zone. Järvinen. Salan gets by Medrick. Medrick ties his man up along the boards and we'll have a face-off. Some great action from both teams here. They really are starting to hit.
Well, the game has opened up, but it's all go, end-to-end action. Both teams are playing the body well, not wanting to give an inch, but things are happening. There's good opportunities for both teams.
The Czechs trail this one by 2, and they've got to do something soon. Kuchera and Ruutu will face off against each other. This time it's Kuchera who wins it. The long pass up on the wing goes right down to Ketterer. That goes over the red line. No whistle on the plate. Play allowed to continue. Oh, good pass as Ruutu gets it up on the far side. Ruutu will get the return pass, picks it up on the backhand side.